you had WTI at $100 per barrel for this year. Has that expectation changed to perhaps a higher target given the announcement?
Well, look, I think the probability of reaching that mark potentially earlier, I mean, we had that as a sort of an end-of-year target, certainly has increased following these measures. I mean, you know, like the rest of the market, I was quite surprised by the move. I think going into it, we were pretty comfortable that, you know, OPEC would stay steady with their current sort of 2 million barrel a day cut, which they initiated late last year. But clearly they're concerned about, you know, the macro environment. And certainly, you know, this has been something I think the broader market, certainly myself, have been grappling with, you know, the positive sort of fundamentals that are emerging, and certainly the outlook for Chinese and more broader sort of Asian growth in recent weeks hasn't matched up with obviously the sentiment in the market, and that's been driven by in part, you know, that US banking crisis, which has really weighed on risk appetite. So, you know, this measure does send a, you know, pretty strong signal to the market that they're going to support prices, support the market in the shorter term, amidst, you know, this broader sort of view that you know, that market is certainly getting tighter as demand increases, and we have those ongoing supply issues outside of OPEC.
So you don't see a further risk of deeper cuts, because the data when it comes to shipments for China have been pretty underwhelming so far, and then of course other barometers like South Korea's exports have also been worrying.
Look, I'd actually think that there's probably more of a risk of production hikes in sort of the medium term. I think, you know, this 1.1 million barrel a day cut is probably viewed, at least by OPEC, as a temporary measure just to support the market in the shorter term as we get through this little soft patch. And then as things really start to tighten up in the second half, then there may be some leeway for them to sort of ease back on some of those production cuts. But I think more broadly, you know, they're certainly going to maintain that overall constraint on supply. They've already intimated previous to this emergency meeting yesterday that they would keep the 2 million barrel a day cut there for the rest of the year. So I think, you know, looking at how they project this to the market in today's official meeting will be key to, I suppose, the outlook for any sort of production adjustments in the shorter term.